Okay, I managed to get my hands on a pretty rare document, level 14 classified. This is Mack MP8 505 C+ engine spec sheet. This is the engine I have, and the difference between this one and previous models, which were like Econodyne E+, is that C+ has 1860 torque in all gears. And so you see here it's 505 horsepower. Pretty much, variable geometry turbocharger, power leash, engine brake, cooled exhaust gas recirculation, and over here on the right we see the horsepower and torque curve, and you can see that torque is pretty much the same between what they say 1150 and 1400 RPM. The same torque. That's probably the most fuel efficient range for this truck, but the horsepower this still keeps rising, and it reaches the maximum at about 1500 RPM over here. So I'm guessing the best fuel economy is somewhere in this area. So 505 HP at 1500 RPM, or you see when you go up the horsepower starts sliding. At 1950 it's only 430 horsepower, and this is it, ladies and gentlemen. 1860 torque at this range in all gears. So the displacement is 780, I assume that's cubic inches, 16 to 1 compression ratio. Pretty high torque rise, 51%, I think that's a good thing. That's the clutch engagement, 825 pounds at 800 RPM. And it's a pretty light engine, only 2676 pounds, 2676 pounds. I remember my Cat C15, it was, I think, 3200 or 3300 pounds. Sorry for these crooked lines, I did it with a cam scanner on my phone. So, see, it's a pretty advanced design with aluminum. Flywheel housing is die-cast aluminum. Like, I'm not a big, mechanic here. I just, I'll point out what I think is a good thing. Like, I have no idea. Valve type poppet. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Okay, 4 valves per cylinder. That's pretty modern, right? That's the standard. Pistons, rings, some kind of monotherm single-piece steel with closed cooling gallery. I got no idea what that means, but carbon steel crankshaft, okay, I think that's good. Fuel system. Pump is by Meritor. Okay. Disposable spin-on filter, okay. Oil, that's what's been bothering me, right? High temperature, so it looks like, okay, 2 spin-on filters and Y bypass. So it has like 3 filters from what it's looked like. And stainless steel oil cooler, takes 54 liters, and thermostats are 180F. So Meritor Wapco air compressor. The turbocharger is by Holset, sliding nozzle ring variable geometry with water-cooled actuator bearings and electronic controls. So that's your EGR system. But this is 2015 truck, so the majority of the emission regulations are met by the SCR system, right? And that's the VMAC 4, that's the ECM that you can adjust, and I'm going to look into this to make sure that it's all the settings are for performance, because this fuel economy incentive program, I want to look into that, make sure that the engine does not cut the power, And over here, this is pretty important. You see, they say proper gearing is necessary to achieve optimum vehicle performance. And cruise RPM, 1350 to 1450. So that's the big secret. 1350 to 1450 RPM. And right now with 3.91 ratio, I'm smack in the middle of this at 1404 RPM. I'm doing 60 miles an hour. So at 1340, I know I was at 57 miles per hour, and 1450, I'll probably be doing 62 miles an hour or 100 kilometers an hour, which is a good range. and this is the options you can get, right? High capacity compressor, 200 volt engine block heater. Actually, I do have engine block heater, or is it just preheat before the start? But I don't know. All I know, it looks like a very good engine. You know, light, powerful, at least lots of torque on paper. So I just thought that you guys might want to take a look at this. So this is not one of your, you know, regular 1650 torque engines. This is a very advanced power plant, and all it needs, as they mention here, is proper gearing to achieve optimum vehicle performance and fuel economy. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. I'm SERGEI DRATCHEV from Cambridge, Ontario.